Hi, I'm Antonia from Leafy Greens Cafe in Johannesburg, South Africa, and I'm here today to teach you how to make chocolate. It's raw chocolate and it's actually super healthy for you. And what we're going to use today is cacao paste, which is just 100% chocolate that's been ground up into a paste, never heated or treated with no additives, and then cacao butter, which is the pure fat. So when you take the cacao paste and you extract the powder out, this is what you're left with, which is pure chocolate fat. So what we're going to do today is take 2 cups of melted cacao paste. We've just melted it in our dehydrator at low temperatures. You can also melt it over a double boiler, but just so that you've got that lovely liquid chocolate. And that's 2 cups of cacao paste. And then over here is the cacao butter, which is 1 cup of melted cacao butter. And all we're going to do is just pop the cacao butter into the cacao paste. And you can see here there's actually 1 or 2 little bits that haven't melted yet, but we can put those in and just give it a good stir, because with chocolate you don't want any lumps in the recipe. So we just want to stir that nicely. Mix it in. Then it's always nice to add some superfoods to your chocolate. So I've got a bit of spirulina here today. Spirulina is a sea veg, very high in protein and iron and omegas. It's wonderful for brain development, but it's very strong. So I'm just going to use about 1/4 teaspoon of the spirulina and sprinkle that into the chocolate. And then here I've got lucuma powder, which is a fruit from South America, which is like a mango. It's very, very high in antioxidants. And it's got a lovely sweet taste. It's a low GI sweetener actually as well. So I'm going to use about 1 teaspoon of lucuma. And then you just want to mix all those ingredients in really nicely so that your chocolate's nice and smooth. You can use a handheld blender to get this done quicker if you have one. Then over here I've got a little bit of vanilla powder, which is pure vanilla from vanilla pods, just dried. And I'm just going to put also about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla powder into the chocolate. Mix that up again. And then if you do want to add a bit of sweetener at this point, you could add raw honey if you like. Or we've got some coconut nectar here, which is from barley, and it's a low GI sweetener. And it's got a very delicious dark molassesy taste. So I've got 1 tablespoon there. And maybe another tablespoon there. So it's low GI, so it doesn't affect the blood sugar levels too much. You can also use stevia or xylitol or one of the other healthier sweeteners in your chocolate. So this is a great chocolate base now. Can you see how beautiful and runny and gorgeous that chocolate is? You can be really creative. You can add raisins, you can add nuts, you can add cacao nibs. You can add different reishi tinctures and all sorts of different things, but this is the basic chocolate recipe over here. Then I've got a mold. You can buy these at most baking shops, so just get yourself a nice mold and then make sure that it's really nice and clean inside each hole. So just take some kitchen paper and just clean those molds out nicely. I have cleaned this beforehand. And then all we're going to do is we're actually going to put our chocolate right into that mold. So let me move these out the way so you can see. And we've got this beautiful chocolate here, and we're actually just going to pour it into those molds really, really simply and beautifully. And I'm just doing a few here so that you get the idea. And then if you do want to be creative, I've got a few of the cacao nibs here if you like a little bit of crunch in some of your chocolates, and you can sprinkle that on the top. You can push it in using a spoon, maybe just the base of the spoon, so that you're going to get a bit of the crunch in the inside of the chocolate. Or like I said before, you can use raisins or nuts or anything inside the chocolate. We even do a soft scented coconut chocolate. And then I just want to grab some of the chocolates that I've pre-made, which are ready for you, so I'll grab those. And this is what they look like when they come out of the mold. Beautiful hard chocolates, and they keep in the fridge for up to a month in a Tupperware. Enjoy!